If you are watching this channel, if you're watching this video, it's most likely because you don't know how to say no, or you have someone in your life who doesn't know how to say no. Let me tell you something. Why is saying no the best thing that you can say for yourself, and the best thing that you can do for yourself, but also the hardest thing to do? Why is saying no so hard? Saying no is hard because you have been not saying no for all your life. So when you say no, you get people in your life who don't want you to say no. They want you to say yes because they come to you because, and they don't go to anyone else, but they come to you because you will say yes. So when you say no, that's an anomaly. That's not normal. You're supposed to say yes. And so it's really important for you, if you want to step into your authentic self, to start to say no. And at first, when you start to say no, you're going to feel like you're on the defense. You're putting on your boxing gloves, right? Like you're like, bam, bam, no, no, no. Because guess what? They're going to come back. They're going to be like, what? You said no? We didn't hear you. We didn't hear you say no. You always say yes. So we're looking for a yes. Can you please give us a yes? And you're going to say, hell no. And they're going to say, well, what's gotten into you? And you're going to say, hell to the F to the no. And they're going to say, oh my God, what has gotten into you? Right? Until they finally get it. But eventually, that's a really kind of toxic way to say no, because you're kind of like, you're throwing punches, right? Like you feel like you're throwing punches. Getting to the point where you can say no, and just say no. And they go, well, why not? And you go, well, because I don't want to. No, I'm not available. I can't do that right now. I don't want to do that right now. And in a calm, matter-of-fact way is the best thing you can do to step into your authenticity, because this will pull you out of people-pleasing mode that you've been put in since between the ages of 1 to 5. Since the age of 1 to 5, if you are here, it's because you've been told you need to do this, and then you do it. You need to do that, and then you do that. Don't behave this way, and then you don't behave this way. Behave this way, and then you behave that way. Well, that carries over with you into your adult life. And then you attract people into your life who want you to say yes. They want you to please, even if they're not going to say yes to you, right? But you're hoping that they're going to say yes to you for something that you want if you say yes to them. Big mistake. Relationships are not transactional. For the most part, they're not. And when we make them transactional, especially if you're the people pleaser, you're losing out. Because the other person on the other end, who's not the people pleaser, but who's the taker is coming, and they're getting, and they're getting, and they're getting, and they're getting, and you're giving, and you're giving, and you're like, well, why aren't they giving me back? Aren't they giving back? Because you're thinking they're going to give back to you the same way that you're giving to them. No, it doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. Do you know that when you pull your energy back and you stop giving to people, they start giving? Either those people fall off that don't really want to give to you, and they're going to be angry. They're not just going to fall off. They're going to fall off angrily, and you're going to be the selfish one. See, they can't see that they've been taking, and not giving back. They're just going to see that you're not giving to them. Why aren't you acquiescing to their needs? And they're going to be angry. They're going to call you selfish. And you're going to have to be okay with that. You may even get the silent treatment. You're going to be like, wait a minute. I've been doing all the giving, and now you're giving me the silent treatment because I said no today? Yes, you're going to get the silent treatment. You're going to get, my favorite one is, I'm going to give you time. They're going to give you time to think about what you're doing and to come to your senses. What? I said, no, I don't want to do that. I truly don't want to do it. And you're giving me time to come to my senses? What? What? In the love for the love of God, right? Like, what is that about? Yeah, they're going to wait for you to come to your senses, and they may not. You're going to get the silent treatment while they're waiting for you to come to your senses. I mean, at some point they will realize that you're not going to come to your senses. You are in your senses, and your senses tell you that you can no longer people please, that it's not healthy for you to do that anymore. But you know what the beautiful thing is about that? Is that you start attracting people into your life who want to give to you. And because you are not a taker, you are a giver, you're going to attract a give and take relationship, whether that's a love relationship, whether that's a platonic relationship like friendships, because we attract those same, what we're putting out is what we attract, whether it's in love, in or in friendship, right? Even in our family relationships, we attract that energy of when we're the people pleaser and we just want to give, the people that want to take, whether they're in your family, they're your friends, they're your lovers, they will take until you can't give no more. And then they dump you, right? Because you're like, no, I don't want to give anymore. And they're like, oh, it's over. And you're like, what just happened? No, they went to the next person. They had another source of energy. They had somewhere else already prepared to go get that energy. In the meantime, they will talk down to you. They will make you feel bad about not giving to them, right? In hopes that now you will start chasing them. That's the worst thing you can do. And this is not about ego, right? On their part, it is about ego, by the way. The taker, it's about ego. On your part, it's about self-preservation. You have to preserve your energy. And when you start doing that and saying no, guess what you're doing? All that love and attention that you were looking for somebody else, you are now giving it back to yourself. So guess what the lesson is? Everything you were looking for from someone else, you were always able to give to yourself. You didn't need to people please. You didn't need to do all that stuff to get anything because you were already enough.